Hey guys, it's Steven here from CORE Therapy and Pilates. Happy Friday, folks. I hope you had a great week. I hope you stayed dry and warm out there. Today I want to come and present a little bit on the recovery series. So once you've been skiing and your quads are thrashed and your ankles are thrashed, this is a series of things to do while you're at the mountains. Everything we've done so far has been in preparation for the mountains. Or let me say it this way, as you're preparing for the mountains, as your muscles get sore and tight, this is a way to help loosen up the muscles. So today we're going to use a couple of props. We're going to use foam rollers, we're going to use rolling pins, we're going to use different size balls, and we're basically going to loosen up the muscles that have been overworked while you're preparing for your skiing trip. So with that said, I want to really start talking about two spots that I get the most shredding when it comes to skiing, and it's the quads, and it's right in the inner knees right through here. So what I'm going to show you is a couple of series of things to do on how to manage the recovery piece. Because again, stretching is good, but I find that using balls and foam rollers and different props are a lot more effective. So what I've got here is I've got a little bit of a bigger size tennis ball. It's from Petco, and this would be something I would recommend bringing with you to the mountains. Now what we're going to do is lay down and put that ball, let's see if I can get it in where you can see it better. We're going to put that ball right here between the legs. The feet go apart a little bit, and all I'm going to do is roll side to side. Now as I'm rolling side to side, I'm giving a good amount of pressure in between into that ball. So that little motion right there, several minutes of it is very good for working the quads and the inner thighs. All right, that is one option. Another option is the rolling pin. Now the rolling pin, you can use a regular rolling pin out of your home in your kitchen. This is called the stick. It has a little give to it. I'm certainly going to bring this with me on my ski trip. It'll pack up nicely. And then you just roll your quads through here, okay? And the key with this is to roll in a straight position, turn it inwards, turn that leg out, and then you roll on the inner thigh, and then you can roll it on the outer thigh, okay? So that's something that really makes a big difference after you've been working really hard out on the mountain. Or if you've been on a jog. This isn't just for skiing, it is a skier series, but let's say you've been out jogging or exercising, you can do any of this stuff for that as well. So right through here, and again, it doesn't take a whole lot of force, inward, and then outward, okay? So that's two ways to do the quads with the stick or a rolling pin. Now, I'm gonna be driving to the mountain, so I am gonna bring a big foam roller. If you're not driving to the mountain, the small foam roller might be effective. And then there's also the grid. I actually travel with the grid because then I put the balls and the stick in here and I pack it all together that way. So I use the grid because I can hide some stuff in there and pack it easier. But a regular foam roller, a small one, we're gonna get onto the quad. Now, I'm a little wide for this, but I'm gonna barely fit. A lot of my clients will fit just fine, but you get onto both quads here and you roll back and forth. Now the key here is to keep your abdominals. You don't want your back sagging down to the ground, so you keep your abdominals engaged and lift up and then roll on those quads. So those are just different options to get into the quads. All of them require some kind of tool. All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the butt muscle. Actually, I'm going to talk about the IT band. Most people, they roll their IT band right here, and they use that on the foam roller. I'm not a fan of that. I disagree with it. I would say if you are rolling your IT band on if you're using the foam roller on your IT band, I would stop, because it's probably not helping, okay? And I wrote a blog on that about a year ago that I'll link to this so that you can see that as well. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that. So avoid the IT band. However, the lateral quads, super important, all right? Now we're going to talk about the glutes. Now the glutes, in particular, piriformis, we're going to show you with the small roller. We're going to sit on the roller. We're going to keep all the weight on one cheek. So I've got all the weight on my left side here. When you watch this video, it's going to look like I'm on my right side. They flip these videos for some reason. And I'm just rolling on my left cheek here. Then I'm going to cross my left leg over my right leg. Again, it's going to look like my right over my left in the video. And then rolling back and forth. So that's your piriformis. And you'll do that on both sides. Shifting the weight, lifting the, well, actually starting like this to start. And then going to here second. All right. So that's getting into your glutes. It's getting into your quads. Next two we're going to do are the shins and the calves. Now, the shins and calves are getting overworked a lot with the whole process of skiing or snowboarding. So for the calves, I like to be here, put that one leg on it. Now, I then put my other leg on it, lift my rear, and do a little bit of back and forth. And this is good because it helps you work on your core as well. So that would be something to work on for the calf. Now the shin, I'm going to show you two options. One option is going to be, we want to make sure with the shin that we're not right here because that's bone. So not there, but there, okay? So then we get into this position, and I've got my toe turned in just a little bit, and I'm rolling back and forth. And that's the anterior tibialis, all right? Now you can also use that same grid, the same stick right there, or right there. So I'm giving you several options. If you bring a rolling pin and a tennis ball, you can do most of everything you need to do. Tennis ball for the piriformis, right there. So tennis ball on the stick, you can do everything you need to do. The grid or the small foam roller gives you a couple more options. So that's it for today. I wanted to give you again some recovery ideas. Everything we've done so far has been about strength, balance, ankles, knees, hips, core. Well, now what do you do when you've worked hard and maybe those guys are sore? This is the routine to do. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. Y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks for whoever's out there watching. I can see a few people watching, but I can't tell who they are. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all soon, guys. Happy Friday.